Namo Buddhaya Bante.
Namo Buddhaya Guruji. Namaskar, Master.
Namaskar. How are you
So very
today?
happy. Yeah, I'm very well. So happy to see you today.
Right. Very, very, very happy. The same here. And what is the time in US right now?
Actually, now I'm in DC area at 9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m.
Yes, yes.
Okay. In Taiwan right now is 9:30 a.m.
Almost 12-hour difference, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We could say that.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
I'm one day ahead, July 3rd here. And
All right.
I believe you're July 2nd, right?
Yeah, July 2nd. Yes, Guruji.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So I'm in the future.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yes, yes. I am back. It, Yeah, it's true that always guru is always forward, student behind.
No, no, not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
students.
Always a student should be behind the teacher.
Mm. Thank you for saying that. Even teachers also always learn from the students. Always learn. I always learn from you so much, so much. And then
So
how
yes,
was
Guruji.
how
Uh,
was I believe the last class we take. I believe you have learned something.
of course, Guruji, I learned a lot from the last our two discussion and your wonderful teaching.
Thank
So
you.
not only myself, actually, I share with some other my Dhamma friends, different
Mm-hmm.
countries. Most of them really enjoy and they like this kind of different teaching techniques.
I see. I
Of
see.
course, yeah,
Yeah, but this is just from our heart, and I
of
really
course,
wish all the new students, newcomers who learn Buddhism, they could learn something new, no? Something fresh, uh, something correct idea.
of course.
So
Especially in younger generation in Western,
right,
also the Eastern, then
mm,
they really need this kind of teaching.
right, Bante, right.
Rather than reading all the scriptures and they need something very simple teaching and
Mm,
because they otherwise they cannot go into deeper.
understood,
Yes,
understood. Yeah, very good, Bante. And thank you very
so
much. You are
yes.
very great student. Very good.
Thank you, Guruji. My
Yeah,
pleasure.
really very good student. Very
So
humble.
anyway, Guruji, so I'm excited to listen something more today from you.
Okay.
Please what you are going to teach me today, please.
Okay. Thank you, Bante. Thank you. So today I would like to discuss why a Buddhist monk should not drink milk or consume any dairy products. Any dairy products. Okay, it could be liquid form or it could be a food form, hard form. So whatever it could be, especially a Buddhist monk, we should stay away from milk and dairy products. So
Guruji, I hope the soya milk not belong to this category, right?
yes, we have a almond milk, we have soy
All right,
milk.
right.
Yeah, so that is a plant-based milk.
Okay,
So
okay.
plant-based milk is different than animal-based milk.
Mhm.
So it could be any animal, I have heard that we know very commonly people used to drink cow milk, goat
Yes.
milk. This too is very famous. And I know in foreign country, there are a pig milk.
Mhm.
There are pig milk. So any dairy farm uh, milk through animal, Buddhist monk should not drink. Should not drink. The main reason is we know Buddha's teaching is based on compassion.
Of course.
Is based on karuna and metta, and we know that. So if we view, if we look at from that angle, whatever behavior monk do through the thoughts or speech or through the action, we should consider all the metta and karuna. Whatever we do, it is a metta action or not metta action? It is a friendly action or not friendly action? Friendly, we know what is a friendliness. There is a love between us, there is a respect between us, there is a care between us, there is a protection between us. That is metta. Metta is already related that friendliness. But when it comes to the karuna, so it is completely is compassion. It is something related to the our mind. So it is a feeling. So we try to understand someone's pain. Huh? So someone's pain, how someone feel, what kind of things, what kind of life, what kind of moment someone is going through. If they go through pain, we also feel pain for them, and then we try to help them. That is compassion. It is not only feeling. Oh, I know your feeling, or you feel sad, you feel hurt, you feel not good. Then I understand. Oh, you're not feeling good. So what? It is not act of compassion. Act of compassion is we have to do something. We have to do something for them. So sometimes we cannot do a lot of things for other human or for other animals, but small act of compassion also, a Buddhist monk, we could pray from our heart. We pray from our heart, that we not only pray, we make a will, we make a what we call promise to ourselves, that mentally, verbally, physically, I am not going to do any harm to any sentient beings. This is also act of karuna. All right. And then not only that, we can do pray for them, from our heart, from our fully, from with conscious mind, we pray for them. May the nature, may the Buddha, or may the gods, from different realm, they could help, they could guide, whoever it is in pain or physically or mentally, they are having a hard time, may their problem get solved. All that, it is kind of an act of compassion. Okay, so
Yes.
that is why, why Buddhist monk should not eat or drink milk products, and drink milk and eat any dairy products uh, from compassion and metta view. Okay, so now let's see milk first. Okay, uh, usually, let me share with you my childhood experience first.
Yeah, please, Koji. I'm really excited to listen.
Thank
Please.
you, thank you. Since I was young, my family member, we raise a cow, and I know what is cow. How, because we raise cow. We milk cow also in Malaysia. And when my father, my uncle bought the cow, they bought the female cow, and then female cow always give milk, and then every evening time I need to take the cow to outside, and then we have goats also, and then we need to take for them to eat some grasses, and then we just a few hours, and then we take back. And then I love that cow very much. I give the cow name Lakshmi.
Yeah,
You
I can
know,
imagine. Yes.
yeah, Lakshmi. I love Lakshmi very much. Because cow has a lot of feelings. Cow has a lot of love. I
Mm.
always hug her. I always kiss her. Young boys.
Yes,
We
yes.
have a lot of love for the animals compared to the adult. I really don't understand why human being, when they become adult, they forget the love. Uh,
Mm.
when they have that love when they was young, when they grow up, they don't have that much of love. People change. So when I'm young, not only me, all my family members, my sisters, my brothers and uncle's sons, my cousins, everyone have so much of love for the cow. And we drink milk, and then we sell also milk. And one day, one of sudden, when I go to school, when I come back, Lakshmi was missing.
Oh.
When Lakshmi was missing, and then I feel like my friend is missing,
Mhm.
uh, because she was like my mother. Because Indian people, we
Yes, yes.
always respect cow as a mother. I believe cow mata, go
Mhm.
mata.
Yeah, go Mata.
So this is how we learn. We don't we respect and we pray to the cow. And I really don't know the reason why we pray to the cow, and then why we respect the cow. I really don't know at that time, but I like that concept. We pray the animal. It means we respect the animal. It means we don't harm animal. you know and then when they say the cow is like a mother, I agree, because the cow give milk just like mother, give milk. I agree. I just like. So when I came back home, when I didn't see my mother,
Mhm.
Lakshmi mother, and I feel pain, and I thought suddenly, oh, maybe someone took her to the food, to outside. Then I asked my other cousins, my brother, and they said they don't know, they don't know. And then I asked my aunt, and where is the Lakshmi? Why Lakshmi didn't come back? And then she said, Lakshmi won't come back anymore. I asked her why, and she said, I am sorry, but Lakshmi won't come back anymore. Don't ask me question. You go and ask your uncle. And suddenly my heart is not stable, and I feel a little bit anger. I feel a little bit of uncomfortable. So many feelings came to into my mind. How can someone take away my love? How can
Yeah.
someone take away my beloved, my dear, without letting me know? Because I have attachment with Lakshmi.
Yes, yes.
Then I go and ask my uncle, because my uncle is always look angry. You know, Indian man. They always look
Yes,
very tough and
yes.
very man. They don't So I always afraid to talk to him. And then when I asked him, then he told me that he already sold the
Oh,
Lakshmi. And I said, why you sold Lakshmi? What is the problem with her? Then he said, because Lakshmi cannot give milk anymore, it is finished.
oh, right.
That is the time I feel like, how can you do that? Are you doing business with her? So it means we are treating that the Lakshmi
Yeah.
as a object, just as an object. We use her, we give her food, we take care and everything, all the love. you know I thought it is love we give to them. It is not love. It is for some benefit, personal benefit. And then I said to uncle, where did you sell? And please tell me where. And then he said, why you are asking too much? And then, he gave me a lot of negative answer. And then I
Mm.
will pain and pain and pain. I cry. And then one day, and because I know Lakshmi never come back. And then, children memory, slowly we
Yeah.
will forget, and then we have other uh, we care a lot of chickens also, and
Uh-huh.
then goat also. Then I slowly change my heart, my mind, then I take care of the goats and all that. But that feeling, since I was young, it is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even now, I can understand your feeling, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Even now, you remember everything.
Because it's already went into my
Yes,
subconscious mind, in my memory. It will never go away, I believe.
yes, yes.
That pain, so much pain I have, so much pain, because I feel like humans are very selfish. This is the my feeling that time, and until now what I see is the same thing, never change. Human are very, very, very selfish, super selfish, not animal, not animal. Human are very, very selfish and very greedy, and then looking at everything, just like a business and money. When they see all this kind of animals, they just see the money, 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 money. So anyway, then the uncle said he sold, and then he got good money. Then I
Mhm.
asked him, then if it is not useless, then what people will do? Then
Yeah.
he said, people will, you know,
Yes. Yes.
eat the cow. And again, it's a big attack, heart attack for me,
Oh,
that
yes.
this is very cruel thing. What human are doing to the animal. It is super cruel, super cruel, super cruel, you know, which I really cannot accept at that time. By the time I go slowly, gradually, I'm growing up, I forget all that, but I still remember, in my heart, and life is moving on. So that was the first time I have attachment with the cows, and then we drink milk. And then I really don't know at that time what is called dairy products. you
Mhm.
know I really
Yes.
don't. I know the milk we drink directly, but dairy products, we use that milk in to make some dessert, like cheesecake, some
Yes.
cakes, and so many things like chocolates, and then a lot of biscuits. We use the milk. So at that time I really don't know, but slowly I learned all that. Okay, so all these are called um, dairy products.
Mhm.
So once, when I was in, in the United States, uh, a big thing, happened in my dream. In my
Uh,
dream, um, Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva came. Bodhisattva came in my mind, in my dream, and then talked to me. Uh, then I realized I will tell this story in the next.
yes. Yes.
Next
Yes.
video, next clip. So I make it short here. So how can, the concept is, the main idea is, Bodhisattva is asking me, Teja, you are a monk, you are a Buddhist monk, and you have sila. How can you steal from the animal?
Mhm.
This word, this is the word the Bodhisattva asked me. And suddenly, Bante, and I really don't know what to answer, because it is, we are stealing from the
Yes.
animal. Okay, we are stealing. So then right away I said to the Bodhisattva, yes, you are right, because I don't kill animal, but we are stealing from them. I agree. Human are stealing, but we, as you or me, we don't steal directly, but we are using. For example, someone goes, went to the bank, they rob the bank, and then after they come back and then they eat, they give, to
Yes.
uh, their family, and then some food they buy and for dana for you. It means we are still part of this crime. huh? Even though you don't know, it is a part of the crime. And after, if you said like, I don't know, then I'm not part of the crime. But even family member doesn't know. Family member doesn't know if the father go and do the crime and then brought the money. But in the end, family member has to face in the court.
Yes. Yes.
Family member, even they don't know what father did, but family member has to face this problem in the court. The same thing, wherever that money goes, that people is counted. Even though, let's say, you don't have money and then I borrow some money to you, but that money is from robbed from the bank, and then you don't know. And then, when the court case, and then I would say, and then I lend this money, some money to the Piyaratana Bante,
yeah,
and you also has to give back, return the money, and then you also have to, come to the court, and then you have to say something. This is how it works. We just can't simply say that I don't know, then I'm not committed to this crime. You are committed, knowingly and unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, you are committed. But we don't need to say, if you know. If you know, then that is a double crime. And then we know we are human being, but we are
yeah,
human being, and we know that all the milks, cow milks, come from the mother cow,
of
right?
course.
All the cow milks never comes from the tree, never comes from the fruits,
Yes,
right? We know that it comes from animal. So we know that, first thing. Second thing, someone is milking, and then someone is selling, and someone is buying, and someone is offering, and someone is eating. And we know that we are not that kind of ignorant, right? We are in modern world. We know how to read. We see a lot of YouTubes. We see a lot of news, social media things, right? So we are traveling, we are reading, so we know a lot compared to those days. Uh, Uneducated people, they don't know, they don't have a lot of um, social life. We know much better than them. We know much better than them. So it means consciously we know where the source, the milk source, is coming from. So now this is the point. The point is this: when the Bodhisattva asked me, how can a monk can steal from the animal directly, Bante? I feel that Bodhisattva, used the arrow,
yeah,
directly to my heart, direct, you know. So that spear, it went into my heart, and I feel the pain. The pain is my pain, and then my pain, I could feel that animal's pain, the cow pain. How people having the dairy farm, how they, inject all the cows, with the needle, and then make them bigger and bigger and fatter, to make them more milk, torture them in a small place and giving them food not from not the natural life, and use them. And then after that, when the cow couldn't give the milk, and then we kill them and slaughter them. Every image came to me very quickly, just very quickly. Before that, I drink milk. Before that, oh, I like milk. And then I like to eat cheesecake very much. I'm very guilty to say that. I'm very sorry to say that, as a Buddhist monk, I have desire to eat cheesecake, dairy products. And then and I eat all that, any dairy products, because I just eat. I don't feel it is harmful. And but when Bodhisattva asked me this question, and suddenly, I feel the pain, then the tears came from my eyes, and I feel like I'm adult, more than 30 years old. Why I never think about that? Why I never think about that? I feel shy. I feel shy when I tell you today, but I feel shy. I'm already 46 years old right now. Okay, at that time I was 32 years old. I feel very shy, very, very shy. We are educated people, and we know things. And then how can I miss this point? Why I miss this point? You know, Monks should be more aware than lay people. Monks should be more aware. Monks are, this is the monk's life. That is why we became a monk. We have to be aware. We have to be very conscious. Every thoughts came to our mind, every speech, whatever we speak to the people, every action, you know every action, we have to be more aware. How can I miss this point? How can I miss this point? I feel like very sad, and then I feel like, at the same time, I feel thanks, even though I'm lying down on the bed, and then I wake up, and then uh, and then I kneel down, and then I say thanks to the Bodhisattva.
mm,
Thanks to Bodhisattva. At that time, in the morning, 3 o'clock, 3 plus, and then I say thanks, and I understood. From that day, I didn't drink milk. From that day, it is the year 2009 until today. Okay, until today. So in between, so this is just another things, my experience. And I went to, after I completed my bachelor degree in the United States. So I went to India in the year 2010, and I studied there. And the school I was studied is very, how to say, uh, the Hinduism, very, they preach Hinduism, and then that is the place where they have cows,
uh,
and they take care of the cows and all that.
it's
So
traditional,
yeah,
traditional.
very traditional way in Haridwar, in Haridwar.
Haridwar, yes, yes.
Haridwar, yeah.
I heard the word Haridwar.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful place, Bante, very beautiful place, Haridwar and Rishikesh. And I studied there, my masters. And then when I look at them, how they take care of the cow, and then I like, because in the US, how they treat the cow, and then how they make the dairy products, dairy milks. When you compare to that place where I am living in Haridwar, in that school, uh, it is completely different. Then I asked myself, so one day, so they torture, in that land, and then the way that milk is coming, it is not ethically. So here they take care of the cow very well, and then will you drink the milk? Then I was a little bit confused. I was a little confused, and then I said to them, if they treat the cow very good way and very nicely, and why not, if the cow gives you milk, why not? All right, why not you drink?
Mhm,
Then in the year 2010, I started to drink a little bit, milk chai, and
yes.
milk tea
Uh-huh,
in the campus area. And then, I started to say to myself, so if when someone take care the animal just like a family member, then if you drink, there is no harm.
mhm,
Okay, I talked to myself, then I started to drink. So what happened uh, in the year 2014 or
mhm,
2014? So it means I was drinking, eating milk product, not very much, but still I'm consuming
uh-huh,
year 2010, 11, 12, and 13
uh-huh,
until 14. So year 2014, I was doing, that time I was doing my PhD
mhm,
in India. So I went to one of the Upasika's house.
mhm,
They invited me for dana. Then I went to their house, and it is a different place. It was in Lucknow, and I was so happy. And they invite a monk, and they want to give dana. They make a lot of fresh food, bread, milk tea, and so everything. Then the devotee, the disciple, sorry, the lay follower, they say to
uh-huh,
me, Bante, please eat. This is mother just made for you, and everything is fresh, and everything is a dairy product. And then you will like fresh milk, just mother milk, and then make this chai for you. Please enjoy, Bante. Then I drink, sip, I drink. Then I asked him a question. I said, um, sir, how many years the cow will give milk?
mhm.
Because when I was child, I really don't remember how many times Lakshmi gave milk and
Yeah.
all that. So then I asked him, so how many years the cow will give milk? Then he said to me, few times. Uh,
Uh-huh,
then after you take the milk from the cow, so will the milk will stop, And then they said, yes, the milk will stop gradually. Then I said, then how the milk come back again? Then they said they will make the cow pregnant.
yeah,
So when they said they make the cow pregnant, then how the cow will become pregnant by itself? Okay, how a woman will become pregnant? You know, it
yes, yes,
need to be some man or some doctors, to insert something in the uterus. Then they will become pregnant, right?
yes,
So the same thing. So animal also need to make pregnant by another cow, bull. Okay,
yes,
so they are not married.
yeah,
The bulls are not, the cows. They are not couple.
yes,
Okay, we are bringing another bull uh, to rape that cow.
um,
Okay, if someone rape my Lakshmi, I cannot accept.
yeah,
They are not couple.
mm,
If their couple is okay. If they are not couple, we tie them, and then we make that bull come and rape that cow. It is not right. According to the law, if this happened to the human being, this is raping.
yes, of course,
Right, this is raping. If I want to make my sister uh, to make a pregnant, and then we tie the sister and then make another man come and rape her, then we said, oh, because we are raping her, we make her pregnant. So please don't call this is raping. This is only to make her pregnant. Do you agree this? So this kind of thoughts is going on to my mind. Oh, this is not right action. The action is not right. Then they said that they also sometimes bring the doctors, and then they will inject.
yeah,
There is a very long needle. They put their hand inside the uterus of the cow, and then they put their hand, and then they put the long rod, iron rod inside. The cow will
must be very painful, right?
very painful, Bante. You have to see all that. Okay. So then they make the pregnant, and then I asked him, then what happened after pregnant? Then they said the cow will give birth. Then what happened to the baby? And then they said they will sell the baby. I
Mm,
said, okay. And then what you do after the baby is gone? Then the cow has the milk, and then the milk. So just imagine the pregnant baby, I mean the newborn baby, it was separated from the mother after they get born because of we want milk from the cow. It is cruel. Just imagine a mother just deliver the baby, and someone wants the mother's milk and take over the baby, sell the baby, and then suck the mother's uh, the breast for the milk, and then someone is enjoying that milk, put in the tea, put in the biscuit, put in the cake. Just imagine that. I feel like this is not right. This is not right action. Every action is counted, every intention is counted according to the Buddha. Action is counted, intention is counted. So then I asked him, then after you milk for how many years? He said like a few months. And then when the milk stopped, then I asked them, what do you do again? They said they will do again the same thing.
um,
You know, again raping,
mm,
again torture the animal, again they sell everything. Just keep that female cow as the object. You know, they are sexually harassed her just for the milk. Don't the female doesn't have any respect from these people. And even their mother also is a female, the sister also female, the auntie also female, the grandmother also female. They never think about all this. They see animal just and a business object, just for enjoyment. And then I asked him, then after that cow couldn't give you the milk, then what would you do? Then he said to me, he will sell. Because whatever I'm telling you, this is going on in my mind, even though I
Yes,
didn't ask him. But this kind of thoughts is going on my mind, very quickly is going on because I'm a Buddhist monk.
yes.
Buddhist monk think, Buddhist monk contemplate everything. You know that, right? Buddhist monk thinks every action, every thoughts. We have to think. We have to contemplate. If a Buddhist monk never contemplate, if a Buddhist monk never think deeply, he is not a monk. He is not a Buddhist monk. Dot.
Mhm.
He is not. I'm very sorry to say that. It doesn't matter he is from which tradition. He is not. Okay, a Buddhist monk should think. A Buddhist monk should think deeply. A Buddhist monk should contemplate deeply. A Buddhist monk should meditate. What we meditate, everything, vipassana, we know that. We think everything, every thoughts, how it arises, why it's arise, why, what is the reason. We have to think deeply. Then I asked him, what happened? After the cow couldn't give you milk, then he said that they will, excuse me,
Okay, no problem.
then he said that they will sell. I said, to whom you will sell? He said, some Muslim man will come and buy. Then I asked him, what would he do with the cow? The cow which cannot give milk, and then it is an old cow, right? Then he said, they will cut and eat, and then they will sell you know, the leather. Bante. Imagine, you just imagine, the cup of tea, milk tea, it is still in my hand. I just take one sip, and then they are doing dana from their heart. From their heart, they offer the food to me. And then before I'm eating the food, and I asked him all this question, if you are in my position, just you put yourself in my position on that day in the Lucknow in India, and then they said they will, sell the cow, someone will cut and eat, and then they will sell the leather. Every part of the cow is money, and then that milk is still here. We are enjoying, and then some people said, I'm offering from you, Banteji, I'm offering from my heart. What do you mean you're offering from your heart? Full of stealing, full of robbing, full of murder, full of business. Do you understand what I mean, Bante?
Yes, yes, Guruji.
And then we are enjoying. We are enjoying how I can participate with this. How can I participate? And I really don't know. I really don't know whether you know or not. A few years ago in India, one rape cases happened in Delhi. You
Mhm.
know, a couple, a boyfriend and girlfriend, I believe, they went,
Us,
in the bus,
I think
and,
I, yes, yes.
uh, and then
She,
the girl
she
was
went to the
brutally.
Singapore for treatment. I think this is,
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
oh
Yes.
yes,
Yes. Bante.
yes,
Yes. 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 It's a very big news, right?
mhm,
So the
yes,
girl was raped by few men. By
yes,
few
yes.
men, Bante. By few men, Bante. I really,
So sad news. It
I
cannot
feel very sad,
imagine.
Bante. One man raped, another man also passenger, another also driver.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine as a monk, if you are driving that bus, you are a monk and you are driving that bus, and the rape cases happen in the bus, in your bus. If they offer you that lady for you to rape, will you rape, Bante?
I-
Will you rape, Bante? Okay, everyone enjoy. I also enjoy. It is free, na?
oh,
It is free. We can just, enjoy the just for the senses pleasure. You know, we also can participate. The same feeling, Bante, that kind of feeling. That is what I'm asking. Will I join? Will you join? Continue eat the food, or you are not eating the food, and they are offering the food from their heart. As a monk, we should teach them, or we should, we should support them to make more mistakes. Do you understand, Bante?
yes, Guruji.
We
I
have to
think we should,
think.
yes, of course.
Monk has to think. Monk should not become a stone. Monk are not stone. We have brain. We have a brain. Monk are not stone. We have a lot of brain here to think. We have to think. It doesn't mean when someone is offering from you from the heart, it doesn't mean you have to accept. And someone already hold that girl in the bus, and then someone is offering to the driver, come and rape free. And the bus driver also raped. And
Yeah,
if you are there, what is the difference? If you rape and then if you don't rape, you know, the raping and the milk, what is the difference? Without raping the cow, how the milk comes?
yeah,
Milk never comes. The nature has the nature's way, nature has the nature's process in the life, in the nature, they will mate by itself.
yeah,
The cow will mate by itself. They will become pregnant by itself. The cow become pregnant by nature. The cow getting milk by the nature. The milk is for their baby, the calf, the baby cow. It is not for human being. Just imagine, Bante, if your mother's milk, if someone is taking and then selling to other people, you know, is it correct? Is it your mother's milk is for someone or the mother's milk for us? My mother's milk is for me.
yes, of
After I
course.
finish, my mother's milk is for my brother. After that, my sister born, and then my mother's milk is for my sister,
Yeah,
not for the neighbor, not for the foreigner,
mhm,
not for other animal. I know that some mother, neighbor
mhm,
mother, when they don't have a milk, and another mother will feed her milk to the another baby. That is from their heart, from
yeah, that's
willingness.
good.
They
Yeah,
feed
that's
another
compassion.
baby.
Good. Yeah,
That is completely different. That is called motherhood. That's why we call motherhood. That's why we respect all the mother in the world, not only the animal, human being. All the animals are the same. Mother is mother. Motherhood is motherhood, Bante. You could see in Discovery Channel all the animal mother, how they protect the child, just like a human being. Exactly like human being. Exactly, I tell you. You please watch.
yeah,
Some
yeah,
people will talk to me or uh, um, unnecessary argument. I say,
mhm,
don't argue, go and watch, learn first. After you learn, after you understand, then we can discuss. Without watch, without thinking, without doing research, don't simply argue to people, you know, because I did a lot of research on this.
mhm,
I did a lot of research, thinking, research, and then reading, watching videos, how people producing all the milks, dairy farm, how they torture. Watch all that video. If you want, I can send you a lot of video. Some people don't want to watch. They don't want to watch. They feel pain. They don't want to watch. I don't want to see all this. Because they don't want to see all this, they want to consume all the milks and dairy products because they don't want to see the reality. That is not monk's life. Monk's life should face the reality. I know that I will die one day. I know that I will suffer one day. I know that one day I will get disease. I know that one day I will get old. I have to accept everything. That is monk's life. Okay. So when I understood this milk is for the baby, it is not for us. It means we are completely, participated that someone is raping the cow, someone is stealing, selling the baby cow to someone, to kill or, the baby cows, the baby cow's skin is very, very good to make leather.
yeah,
If it is a baby male, they will kill. If it is a female, then they will
mhm,
torture and rape until they cannot use this female, and then finally one day they will kill her. So we cannot eat bante on that day. I said to the upasak, I said, thank you very much, thank you very much, and I receive, and then I can't eat, I can't eat, because I told him, and then he forced me, Bante, you shouldn't do like this, because they cannot understand my feeling, right?
Yes.
They cannot understand because they are not monk. We are monk, and we think a lot about our actions and about our thinking, everything, we study a lot. So they cannot understand my feeling. And then I just eat one or a few bites just to make them satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
And then I promised to myself, from that day from that day I never going to eat, drink milk anywhere in the world. you know After I from US, when I came back to India, then I said to myself, it's okay, because Indian people are caring about the egg, I mean, I'm sorry, the milk, the cow, you know but I understood not. I'm very sorry. It is not like what I think. Okay, I'm thinking very
Uh,
naive, and not everyone is doing thinking like like old fashioned. It doesn't mean there is no people in India taking care of the cow, uh, just like mother. Yes, they do, and very little people, but they
yeah.
compare most majority of the people. They're doing the same thing, just business, Bante, just business. Business is business. So when the cow cannot give the profit, then they sell the cow. Just imagine, just imagine if
Mm-hmm.
your wife cannot pregnant cannot pregnant, and then we sell this wife, and then we get another marry. If you said yes, and what happened to your sister then? If your sister already get married with some man, and your sister cannot become pregnant, and then that man said, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot, I want to divorce with your sister, and then because I want to get another woman because she can be pregnant, how you feel one day? you know and then when this female cow is not useless, cannot become pregnant, also cannot give milk, and then they take and then they kill for the meat and then for the skin. Just imagine if the same thing happened to our family member, to our mother or our sister or our grandmother, you know and which is not the natural death. Death will come death will come naturally. And why we commit crime? It is not ethically not right, Pante. Ethically it
Yeah.
is not right. So that
Okay.
is why today, my lesson for you is a Buddhist monk, a Buddhist monk, especially monks, not only Buddhist monk, other monks, from other religion also, the same thing. Because monk's life is something very spiritual, something very holy,
Mm-hmm.
something very holy. Holy means pure act, right act. That is called holy. Our intention, our speech, our action should be holy. When we support some people, the lay people, to buy milk, you know, to send milk, it means we are still supporting all those people who is doing business. We are supporting them. Buddha said very clearly, Bante. Buddha said very clearly, we should not support crime. We should not support the crime. It is not right, ethically not right. 100% is not right. It is not only about killing, it's not only about torturing. Also, we should not support. But monks, when you drink milk, when you consume any dairy products, it means you are supporting them. Now we are living in 21st century, Bante. We have a lot of food, we have a lot of choices. Those days we are begging, we are going for alms. We don't have choice what people give, and we just eat for survival. Now it's completely different, Bante. Completely different. Life is different. We can choose. We can buy also. We are living in the city right now, not in the forest. And when Upasaka offering food to us, we have to help them to understand what is their action, what is their karma behind that. We should guide them. If we don't guide them, who will guide them? Who, Bante? Who? Just imagine who will guide. If a Buddhist monk not guide the Buddhist follower, do you think from another religion, another religious leader will come and guide them? No, Bante. Only we have responsibility. We are the teachers. We should guide people. Before we guide people, we should do correctly, our behavior, mentally, physically, verbally, we have to do right first. I know that Buddhist monk, they are not Buddha. We are not Buddha. We are not Arahant. We are not perfect. But we are, you know, slowly, one foot at one step, one foot at one step, one foot at one step. We are walking towards Buddhahood. We are walk towards Arahanthood. So one day we will achieve perfectness. One day we will achieve. But we have to start. We have to start. So a lot of people, they really don't understand about the nutrition, nutrition. People always think, milk has a lot of proteins, nutrition, people don't understand. They don't study. They don't study. I studied my thesis, my master's thesis about food, you know, about food. I researched about nutrition. When I understood the nutrition, the Western countries' nutrition style, and then Ayurvedic style nutrition, the way they teach, it is little different. Style is little different. In the plants, all types of nutritions are there. All types of nutritions are there. We should know what to eat. So whenever you eat right food, it will be helpful for your mental Bhante, for your mind. You will be peaceful. Bhante, since 2009, okay, since 2009, my mind is already very peaceful. Okay, and after 2014, when I stopped the cow milk, my mind is more peaceful. I understand more things clearly. When I see things, I feel clear, very clear. So that is the reason, why a Buddhist monk should not drink milk or eat any dairy products or drink any dairy products. Because if they continuously eating, it means continuously another animal, which is the mother animal, which is the mother, don't forget the word mother, which is the
Yes.
mother animal, has to suffer because of you. Because of you, they have to suffer. And then how many Buddhist monks are in the world? How many Buddhist population in the world? Just imagine. If all the Buddhist people in the world stop drinking milk, stop eating milk products, how many mothers, animal mother, will do like this? You know, even though they don't know, one day if they know, after they become a devata,
Yes.
who knows? That cow one day will become devata. There is uh, one story that one monk, he almost going to become arahant, almost, in between, he became a cow. In between, he
Uh-huh.
became a cow, and one monk crossed that field, and then he saw the cow, but he saw his guru, he saw his teacher,
Uh-huh.
the
Uh-huh.
student, because the student already attained the arahant.
Uh-huh.
And then when he sees his master born as a cow, he's shocked. And then he directly went to the cow, and then he talked to the cow. What happened to you, master? He kneeled down and then he bowed to the master.
uh,
That man, the cowherd, the man who's taking care of the cow, he said, "Why you are bow to my cow?
mm,
This is my cow working for my field." He said he's my teacher. And then the cow talked to him. He said, "This is my kamma. You know, I need to born few times as a cow before I became an arahant." This
yes,
is what the story. And then the cow said to to the student, he said, don't worry about me, and this is my kamma. I need to pay back. I will become, and thank you very much. And then the monk, when he went to the hut every day, he practiced and then send, pray for that his master quickly to become, arahant. So the cow knows, even though we don't know who will become who Bante at any time. You know. So all the Buddhist people, if they can change, just imagine how many mother's cow or goat, you know, or the pig milk, they feel thank you so much because of all of you are not consuming, and we are not get tortured. We are again not get tortured. So this is how Bante we should, as a Buddhist, as a Buddhist monk, as a Buddhist followers, lay followers, we should understand our action, our speech, and our thought process. We have to think, and we have to meditate about our actions. So my today's um, lessons for you, Bante, we should, as a monk, we should think, we should stop drinking milk or consuming any dairy products. Thank you very much, Bante. Thank you.
yes, Guruji.
If you have
Guruji,
any questions, you can share.
yes, one moment, please. Uh, what I understood, so from your teaching especially, people are doing such kind of cruel thing because of wrong view or mischarity or misunderstanding. And then as a monk and nun, we are the because we are as a guide or teachers to our followers, we have very big responsibilities to uh, teach to the people this reality.
Right.
I think a lot of people they really don't know the, especially what you mentioned here. Like I remember something else, Guruji. If I am wrong, please correct it.
Yes, please, please.
Buddha, yes, Buddha mentioned Buddha recommended few kind of jobs or for the people, lay people. One of the go rakken, that means protect of the cow. Kasiya go rakken. Second is uh, like we should like on the Buddha's time there were a lot of cows and some people they
Mm,
were protecting cow, not they doing not they didn't harm them.
mm.
Yes, that's anyway. Guruji is so wonderful teaching actually. I
Thank
hope we should teach to the people, especially one who are involved in this kind of particular job. We have to tell them that's a very important thing.
Yes, Bante. Yes, yes. Yeah. So we everything, Bante, every action has to come from ourself
Yeah,
first. That is why I really like Buddha very much. You know, Buddha, he went for the meditation, and then after he reached the enlightenment, once he really understood, then he started to teach and preach.
yeah,
So this is why I really, encourage everyone and you. Okay, so first we have to understand, what Master is saying today. It is correct or not. You don't have to, right away believe in my teachings.
yeah.
What I'm
But
saying.
yeah, that's true. But I cannot disagree with you because it was exactly true. Right?
Yeah,
It's exactly true. Right teaching, yes, of course.
yeah.
It,
2000.
I myself, I feel very guilty, when the people are doing such a thing. So
Yes, yes.
even we, yeah, before I used to eat a lot
Mm,
of milk, dairy products.
yeah.
Mm.
The same thing, I changed.
Yes, 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 Guruji, yeah.
Didn't drink milk and dairy product for many years. I'm still fine. I know I'm still healthy.
Yeah,
You know.
yes. Yeah, look very young, Guruji. Yes.
No, no,
Thank
no.
you so much, Guruji. My great, great respect to you, and I really appreciate your teaching. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Bante.
Thank
Huh?
you.
I wish you good luck today, and thank you very much for listening to the Dhamma class today,
Thank
and
you. Thank
please
you. Sadhu,
share the
sadhu.
message to all the people around the world. Bante.
Thank you. Yes, Guruji. Namaskar. Namaskar. Thank you.
Sapadevata Sapabuddhanupavena Sadasoti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu
Sadhu. Sadhu.
Sapadevata Sabadhammanupavena Sadasoti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sapamangalarakantu Sapadevata Sapasanghanupavena Sadasoti Bhavantu Te Sadhu Sadhu.
Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you. See you next time.
See you, Guruji. Namaskar.